Here's why most EPLI insurance on the market right now are a ripoff. So first, EPLI is a type of insurance that business companies will buy to protect themselves from employment lawsuits. However, many products on the market these days only provide very basic insurance. If you read the policy, it only protects you for up to $100,000 for the cost of defense. However, it doesn't cover the damages as a result of these lawsuits. So in a typical FLSA overtime lawsuit, it's really hard for employers to defend them. They just really need to pay them, but EPLI will refuse to do so. So they would say, hey, it only costs $20,000 or $40,000 to settle this one case, but we can't pay you. We can only pay your lawyers up to $100,000 to defend the lawsuit. And so as a result, these companies that bought this insurance don't have the money to pay for the settlement of the case, only for the defense. So it's a conflict of interest because these panel counsel, which are law firms that are hired by these insurance companies, are helpless. They can only defend the case. So they can run up a bill up to $100,000 and get their money's worth for their client in legal defense, but still, their client will still have to pay for the damages. So you run up $100,000 to max out the policy, but you lose and you still have to pay for the damages. Your insurance company won't pitch in and pay for the lost wages. As a result, companies lose out because when their lawyers run up $100,000 bill, guess what? The plaintiff's lawyer also runs up $100,000 bill. So at the end of the day, they lose these overtime cases and they end up paying the plaintiff's lawyer's fees of over $100,000 or multiples of hundreds of thousands, and they have to pay for the lost wages, even though they have insurance, because the insurance company refused and cannot pay for the damages because the policy, the product itself is kind of flawed. It's a conflict of interest for these EPLI companies or policies to only pay for the cost of defense instead of the actual damages, lost wages involved in the underlying employment case. Okay, back to work.